Hello, beloved ones. 𝐼𝐚𝐭 here. Um, I forgot to check if my speakers are on board or not, so I'm just double checking right now. Please let me know if you can hear me if you're watching this. 𝐼𝐚𝐭 is my name, and I'm just coming here to ask you, what do you want? Those who do not know who I am, 𝐼𝐚𝐭 is my name, like I said. I'm a human MRI psychic surgeon, change management magician. Yes, I'm a certified change management expert, but I love the magician because I love working with change, but I'm working with change, mixing it with magic, which is my genius, the human RN psychic surgeon beingness. So, and talking about change, as I usually say, we cannot run away from change. We cannot stop from changing. If at all there is nothing that is shifting in your life, then you are not living. And if you are seeing some changes, whether they are uncomfortable or not, welcome, because you are alive. If there's no changes, then what's the point of being here if you are not evolving? Because if there's no change, that means you are not growing, you are not evolving. So changes are showing up just to witness your presence, your aliveness, right? And one other thing that I speak a lot about change is just that change is being in there I do not know, because when you're talking about change, it's you getting into a space or into a direction, going to a direction that you've never been in before. So it always comes back to ground in yourself and having that confidence, which is like huge, that no matter what, things are going to work out. And if there's some skills that you need, some help that you need, change asks you to raise your hand and say, I need some help here. And it also checks in the support around you. Who has your back? Because at times you are busy denying, abandoning who you are because you want to belong, and you are belonging in the people or a partner, whatever, that does not even have your interest at heart. So sometimes when change happens, it's kind of like, okay, fine, who has my back? Who is here with me? Because at times those people that are like, oh, I'm just a nice person. And I'm not saying you're not a nice person, but there's a difference between being nice and being kind. You understand? So at times you just accepting everything, helping everyone, but yourself. So with change, it's having that confidence to say, I'm moving into a new direction. This is something that I do not know, and I need this help. It's being confident enough to let other people go, which is like a huge one. Because if things are shifting, you might realize that, oh, the people that I used to hang around with a lot, they're not in my life anymore. And some people are scared of that. From there, you just start putting your energy out there, like, okay, for what can I do? How can I make you happy and all that. And sometimes, especially when you're going through challenging times, challenging circumstances, I believe that's a very sacred time. And this is why you realize that when you're going through that, when you get out of it, it's kind of like, whew, people don't care. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. But I believe it's not that people do not care. It's just that you are meant to go through that alone and find who you are. I believe that's a very sacred time. And at the same time, some people are not meant to be in your life. So when the universe pulls them out to say, you know what? You have this capacity where you just like accepting and taking everyone's energy and taking everyone's problem and making it yours. So we're just gonna show you that you've been by yourself and showing up for everybody, and these people do not have the capacity to hold space for you. And the universe is removing them out of your life, and you are making it about yourself. You are sitting in a corner, going back to them and all that, instead of being open to receive new tribe, being open to receive new opportunities. Because no matter what you're going through, whatever challenges that you're going through, the question is, do you have the capacity for the new? Some people get stuck in life is happening to me. Some people get stuck in, oh my God, you know, and it feels like, yeah, things are just getting worse. Things are getting worse. But when you look at it, you might realize that it's not that things are getting worse, but there are some things that you are called to release so that the new can come in. Do you understand? So going back to what do you want? What do you want? And I don't want you to think about it from the mind. I would invite, if you are open, I would like to invite you to drop into your body. What do you really want? And if you choose, you can put your hand on your heart and just take a deep breath and feel into your body. What do I really want? What do you really want? There's a lot of energy that is just coming in, just grounding. And there's a lot of energy at the same time that is coming through on the throat, which tells me that people either do not know what they want, or they know what they want, but they don't know how to express it. Can you really express what you want and be comfortable with it? Or it always gets stuck here. And it's like, I want, but okay, I'm okay with that. You know, can you relate with that? Where you know what you want, but at times you watch when the majority choose something, you don't want to be the only one who is saying what you're saying. So you kind of like, I'll go with that. I'm okay with that too. But deep down, that's not what I want. Someone recommends something for you, and you don't check in with yourself. Is this what I really want? There's a lot that is coming through the throat. What do you really want? Not what you're told you want. What do you really want? And that calls you to be in your heart. And I love this question. This is one of the questions that every time when I come back to it, it grounds me. And you know why? Because it doesn't just stop by what do I want? It goes to who am I to even achieve that? If for you it's kind of like, I just want a relationship where I can be loved, and you just imagine all the beautiful things that you want to experience in your relationship, or you want finances, or you're looking for a better health where you wake up with a lot of energy and excited, happy, and all that, or you're looking for a relationship where your sexual connection, it won't just be like an activity, it will be something deeper than that, where you create, where you can share your big desires with your partner and get to create together. You understand? There is a certain way that you want to be oh this is big, that you want to be touched, and it goes back to what we want. And when I'm going back to the sexual energy, it's huge, because I'm having conversations with different people. And when we talk about sexual energy, this is something that people living in a relationship, they don't talk about it. Some, you are concerned that, okay, fine, I've never had an orgasm and all that. And you are not even aware of what you get to touch in your body. How do you feel when you touch where, and all that? You are not even aware of how you can give yourself an orgasm. You understand? If someone asks you, like your partner, and you just like deeply connecting, and they touch you in a way that is not fully, you know, are you comfortable enough to say or direct them? Because it's not even about saying, it's about being present to guide them, right? If someone asks you, but what do you want? How do you like to be touched? What can you say about that? You understand? So what you want is huge. And it also goes back to self-worth. Do you feel worthy of having that? And I want you to adopt this. Like I said, I love to ask myself this question. And when I talk about change and looking at the next year, like, okay, fine, where do I want to be next year? The last quarter of the year, for me, it's already setting a tone for next year. So every year when it gets to around this time, I get excited, and I don't just get excited. The question that I ask myself is, who do I get to be, for me to be able to achieve that? And when it comes to investment, I love doing investments as well around this time, investing in myself, so that I can have the community that holds the same mindset that I want, for me to be able to be driven and to speak the same language. Because some of you might know what you want, but then when you go meet with your community or your friends, the conversation already, before you can even share what you want, the conversation already is telling you that this is not the right place to share that, or you are just crazy. You understand? And you don't get to share that at times, even with your partner. And I would like to share this with you. And I invite you to say it and come back to your body. What I want matters, and I get to have it. And connect with that which you want. Probably you want to have 100K per month. Probably you want a relationship. You want to be pleasured a certain way. What do you really want? And do you believe you can have it? Do you believe you deserve to have it? Because this is also one of the things that stops people from taking action. What I want matters, and I get to have it. What I want matters, and I get to have it. And as I always say, that at times we get stuck in the affirmation. But when you say something like, this is what I want, like whatever that you want, let's talk about money, because this is what is in everybody's mind. Most of the people are thinking about money most of the times. So you want 100K, and you connect with that 100K. And you can say an affirmation, I receive 100K and it feels good to have 100K in my account. Do you feel it in your body? And when you come back to your body and you connect with that, I'm making 100K per month. I'm making 100K per month, and I love it. And you connect to your body and allow your body to share with you what it's feeling. That is if you have not numbed yourself with lies. Because at times you lie to yourself, you tell yourself something that makes you feel good, yet is not true. And eventually there is a disconnection between your body and the truth. So even if you say something, your body does not say anything. It doesn't say anything because you are disconnected, right? So if you are connected to your body, you can feel that, okay, fine, I'm saying this affirmation, but I don't feel it. My body is not there. And where are you feeling the disconnection? You understand? And these are the things that when I'm working with clients, I open you up to this. This is why my clients receive amazing results, because it doesn't matter how much you have learned the manifestation, whatever tricks, strategies, and all that. At the end of the day, if you lack confidence, it's not gonna work. And some of you confuse strategies and all the whole whatever that you carry in your mind for confidence. And you can know, probably you might have met somebody who is, okay, I'm just going to give an example with a guy who is maybe interested in you, and they just coming through with an amazing line that they have had and something like that, and they say this line and you hear it and it's kind of like, ooh, this person should have just said hi and said whatever that he wanted to say instead of coming it, because that particular person's energy is not in alignment with whatever that is saying. If somebody says it, it might sound good, or somebody who is even more confident, they might just show up and say hello. They don't need to say much, because one of the things with people who lack confidence is over analyzing, over doubting yourself, over explaining, overdoing. Everything is like, I get to do more so that at least I can be appreciated. You understand? So when you connect with your body and you feel, even if you commit to do something, like when I'm asking you, what do you want? And you say, okay, fine, I want 100K. Cool. And what are you gonna, who do you get to be to achieve that? Because definitely, if you don't have 10K, 20K in your account already, 30K, 50, and you're like, okay, just waking up and saying, I want 100K or I want a million, and you understand, it doesn't make any sense, right? So you know that who you are right now is not going to achieve the desire that you have, or the outcome that you desire, right? So who do you get to be to show up as somebody who earns the 100K? This is not saying go and pretend, go and get yourself in debt or anything. No, it's like, which identity do I have to embody? And this is why who you are is important. And whatever that you get to create, it depends on who you are. So I invite you to just feel into that. Who do you get to be to achieve those results? Because this is the last quarter of the year. And whatever desires that you promised yourself, whatever goals you had, whatever vision you had, if you have not achieved it by now, or have not done anything to even achieve it, what I know is that you keep on promising yourself things that you don't keep. And if you make promises to yourself that you don't get to keep, the question that I want to ask you is, why do you expect other people to keep their promises to you? Because when you commit to doing something and you can't even do it, you don't commit to yourself. You say you're going to do something and you don't get to do it. That's what I mean by lying to yourself. And why should other people commit to you if you're not committed to yourself? And then you are surprised or you get angry that, oh, these people keep lying to me and all that. Where are you lying to yourself? And the question is, what are you willing to do about it? So I just came here to ask you that question because we are at that point of time. And if at all you've had dreams and right now you kind of like, oh, whatever, I'll go back to them next year. Next year is not going to bring anything until you choose to be with you and take those action from the aspect of yourself that can make that happen. Who do you get to be to achieve whatever that you want? And those of you who are wondering, who am I and what I'm doing? I help leaders transmute fears, guilt, and shame into magnetic confidence so that you can proudly embrace your skills and uniqueness, so that you can embrace your expertise, be visible, and attract great, amazing, expansive opportunities and relationships in your career or business without getting stuck, getting overlooked, or discredited. Sometimes you make your promises to achieve something, and if you lack confidence, nothing gets done. And this is one thing that I always talk about, to say, people will tell you, oh, just do something. And you are basing your confidence on, when I achieve this, then I'll have confidence and then I'll keep on doing more. And this is what drives a lot of people into high functioning anxiety. And I don't want you to go through that, because people are busy. Either they're successful and they sacrifice that relationship, or because they have to keep on going. Otherwise, if they don't do anything, or if they don't do enough, it's not going to work out. Or you are busy chasing success and you even abandon yourself. It's not worth it at the end. Confidence is your wealth. And if you are open and willing and ready to make 2024 the best year ever, I invite you to send me a message or DM, or just comment below, Empowered 2024. Because these 12 weeks will change things for you, and they will change your next year. I was just talking to a client who we completed working together, and she wrote to me saying, I just signed a 90K business contract. And that is what I want to hear you say. I love you and I can't wait to talk with you. Bye for now.